Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to the Star Seeking channel. And if this is your first visit, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And let's get started with your message, your love message for the rest of October 2023. Now, Virgo. Oh, duh. Okay. Just to let you know, Venus is in your house. Okay. So Venus is in Virgo right now. So you should be able to get some good love feeling going on. Should be feeling a little bit more appreciated or appreciating yourself more and allowing love to fulfill your needs. Okay, that's Venus in Virgo. It's like more of like a tactical kind of love, more of like achieving your needs, eating healthy, having good food, things like that. It's not exactly like a romantic love, but that kind of love and relationship love is going to be more prevalent for all of us after the 8th of November when Venus goes into Libra. So let's see what we get here. Let's cut the deck for you, Virgo. I know there's been so many things going on here lately, Virgo. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we got touching each other, touching you. Okay? We're touching you, Virgo. I hope this message touches you. Ooh, Virgo, it's getting good. Virgo, Virgo. Oh my goodness, Virgo. We got a nice message coming up right here. I'm just going to get this message together for you. I am seeing all good. All good. Look at you. Okay, just a little struggle right there. A little struggle. But everything is looking real. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Okay. You got just these little struggles, but everything ends up just fine for you. Okay. Sorry, I'm a little goofy right now. Okay. Now, let's see what we have here. Virgo, everything is starting out with you. It's time to loosen up. Okay? This is like a brand new bride, okay? Or a brand new groom. And it's like on that day when everything turns out right. I mean, everybody showed up on time. Everybody has on the right colors. Everyone looks great in their suits and dresses. Okay, everything is going well. The cake is there. The parents have shown up. The diamonds are there. Everything is there. It's time to allow yourself to feel the love, that kind of love where everything is going your way. Okay, that's what we're seeing. Okay, like everything is footloose, fancy free. Everything is about me, Virgo. Okay, think about it like that and come out of the dark night of the soul. Okay, let go. You know what? With the dark night of the soul, it's all about figuring out the root of the problem. Okay, it's like, what is making me feel so bad? Why does this dark cloud coming on? Okay, and so you want to ask yourself, what are you actually complaining about? Okay, when is the first time you ever complained about that? What makes you dislike that? Is it originally something that you ever thought was wrong, or is it because someone else said that it was wrong and so you take it that way? Maybe it's something like that, but it's time to come out of the dark night of the soul, okay? Now, it could be that you've stagnated in the relationship that you have, or the relationship you don't have, you haven't figured out how to get more creative with yourself to allow yourself to get into a relationship, okay? Because this is a love oracle, so we're talking about it like that. Well, the thing about it is when it comes to being in a relationship, you want to tune to the frequency. And this isn't something that just happens like instantaneously, or it can. But typically, you want to tune into the frequency because you want to love yourself as much as you want someone else to love you. But you have to be that frequency of someone who loves themselves. Okay, that needs to be your vibration because that's what you're going to exude in your attitude. All right. So going forward, just start tuning yourself into someone who loves themselves. If you're already in a relationship, tune yourself into being creative with who you've been with. Maybe you've been with them for a long time and it's more so like, okay, mess, but you haven't really used that one thing you wanted to do when you first met them. And you haven't, oh my gosh, let's try that. I'm going to surprise them. Okay. And then you know what? That's all you have to do sometimes. All right. Introduce food into the bedroom. Okay. These are little things that, you can use for bait to get someone to change their mind. Food. Okay. Chocolate chip cookies, oatmeal raisin. They always work. All right. Okay, now meditate on that. Allow yourself to meditate on who you really are in love. Who are you in love? What makes you feel like you are in love when you are in love? Okay? What is it? Like, is it the way you feel about coming home, okay? Knowing that there's going to be something made for you, prepared for you to cook, or a bath that's made run for you. Have you communicated that with your partner? Maybe you could, all right? And you know what? When you're feeling jealousy, okay, when you're feeling betrayed, there's always a reason behind that, okay? That's another issue that you must resolve within yourself. Because my point is sometimes we are mad about things or upset about things that really and authentically are not really what we would get upset about. Meaning if someone says, if your husband or your wife doesn't come home at a certain time, they're doing something they shouldn't be doing. Okay? Where did you hear that the first time? That's not always true. And I'm certain you've been in that position before innocently. None of it's true. But sometimes we think things that get us in a potential to where we're analyzing things like a Virgo. You're analyzing things and you're judging it for the wrong instead of judging it for, hey, things happen. And so sometimes you can feel like you're insecure because a situation, but it's really not you. It's just, okay, this must automatically mean that. Okay. So just think about it. Is it something small or is it something big? All right. Now, going forward, it's time for you to allow yourself to let the sun shine in your life. Okay? The sun is actually in your second house because it's in Libra right now. So it's shining on your relationship and it's making you think about your relationships. Okay? But the sun brings life. The sun brings joy. The sun helps things grow and flourish and activate and feel like springing up. So are you thinking like that, or are you doing what's popular these days where everyone or a lot of people are disappointed, or it's popular to be unsatisfied or dissatisfied with who you have in your life? Let that go. Let that go. Add some fun to your life. Maybe you need to go down to the neighborhood park where they do have swings and just let yourself feel young again. Okay? Like just innocent, like unbothered, unfettered. Okay? Feeling like, you know what? If this is happening right now, there's no point in me feeling bad about it. Okay? It's going to come to its own head and then everything will just explode in its own time, if it's true or if it's not. But just allow yourself to be footloose and fancy free. Sometimes you have to let things go instead of thinking about things that might happen or could happen or they might mean this or they might mean that. It's not always true. And sometimes we can play games with our own minds and then we'll put someone in a crucible, okay? We'll cage them with our thoughts. We'll cage them with our presence. We'll cage them with what we accuse them of. And they're in a cage and we're free. Okay? This is not fair in relationships because no one wants to be in a caged, pinned in with a relationship. Everybody wants to have a relationship that they enjoy, not not are obligated to be in. Okay, that's going to be like where you're saying, okay, it's the tomb of love. Okay, you're looking at each other, you've been in the same house, but see, the door is open on that house, so there's a bunch of insecurities in the foundation of the relationship or of the marriage. Okay, of the companionship for those who aren't married or whatever. Sometimes it can make you feel like you're putting everyone in a box. Okay, nobody likes to be put in a box, and generally, and then all of a sudden you're feeling a lack of love. Okay, one of you is feeling all like a cactus, real irritable and spiky, whereas somebody is feeling more love than the other in the relationship. And opposites do attract, but really it's to teach you a lesson, because like attracts like. So if you're angry and another person is not, it's time to tune to the frequency, and that's the lesson that you want to do. Relationships are not about how many arguments you get in to get over. Okay? Relationships work better when you have awesome communication and you allow yourself to say, this is what I think, and this is how I feel, and this is how it's affecting me. Okay? It doesn't have to be, we need to sit here and talk, and this is what I have to say to you, and everything. Sometimes that's a bit provocative, and it makes you anticipate having a conversation from a leery standpoint. But what you really want to do is just be free with it, okay? Non-accusational, okay? Because this is showing up like things need to be discussed right here. You know what? It's all about when you get to the point when you love yourself, you know what you deserve. When you feel love for yourself, you know what you deserve, and then you won't settle for anything less. You'll go for the conversation tactically, okay, and tactfully. You won't allow yourself to like blow it out of proportion, okay, or let it build up inside you to where you do. Because remember, your ruling planet is Mercury. Okay, Mercury is all about communication, okay, but it can also play tricks on your mind, okay, depending on where it is. Well, right now it's in Libra, so it's all about a diplomatic approach. And so that's why I'm letting you know, it's just have the conversation without all of the secondary thoughts that make you think the conversation will not go well. Just set it free. Just let yourself free. Okay? Okay? Come from the vantage point of your lover as your friend too. Okay? Where you transform the situation with your friend who happens to be your lover, or your friend who that you love and so much. Okay? Allow yourself to approach it like a friend. Okay? There's so many like social media arguments and so many reality shows where they have to extra dramatize everything, but it's only for attention that you're not getting at home. Or maybe you're at home and you wish you were out and you had more of a social life. So it makes you say, I'm going to say this online. Or it makes you say, I'm going to do this when whoever comes home. Okay? So there's a lot of people working from home, right? So you have to realize that there's communications that need to be happening in pretty much everyone's relationship in order to keep it together, okay? Because it's either love hard, the one you have today, or look hard for the one you don't have tomorrow. All right? To keep that in mind and allow yourself to look, be in love, okay? Allow yourself to manifest that connection where you're sharing from the heart who you are today and who you want to be tomorrow. Because yesterday is the past and it's already gone. No one can do anything about that. But you do have the now. And when you stay in the now, you avoid terrible things that happen in a relationship where you have to let go. Okay? The shocking things that you find out in relationships that tear you apart. Okay? It's all about communications. And again, your ruling planet is Mercury. So you think a lot. Okay? You think about your material world. and how you can constantly and consistently improve it. But even in that, sometimes people in relationships with Virgo can think they are never satisfied. So it's always best when you're a Virgo and you're in a relationship to focus on what you can compliment more, at least 2 times to 3 times more than what you have to complain about. Because your analysis of things can be in your heart to improve it, in your mind to improve it by speaking up. But other people are saying, hey, I was just eating right here. I didn't want to discuss about something that needs to, I didn't want to have a discussion about anything that needs to improve right now. Okay? So you might want to just allow yourself to bring yourself into the position where you start complimenting. I mean, like I was looking at something and I was picking it apart because I was analyzing. It was just a little off center. But wait a minute. I get why it's off center, but let me twist it a little bit because I like this angle of it a little bit more. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Or, hey, hi, honey. I love that. I love that what you're wearing today. The way you're wearing that is fierce. It's sexy. It's fantastic. Okay. Your hair, it's beautiful. Wow. You've really been working out. I love it. You know, things like that people forget to say in a relationship. They take that part for granted, okay? And it's consistency that makes it work. It's not the first time all the time, okay? If you've been a negative Nelson or a negative Nelly, okay, sometimes people have to make sure that it's going to stay, okay, that way. Okay, sometimes you turn over a new leaf and then you turn it back over the other way. So you want to allow your mate to feel the real you because Venus is in your sign. There's a bunch of love that is welling up inside you and you only want to express it. So now it's like tuning into that frequency and do it now because Venus is going to go into Libra. That around the 8th of November is when you're really going to start seeing the fruits of it in your relationship because Venus rules Libra. Okay, there's energy here. I'm just letting you know. Okay, love yourself. Okay, as much as you want everyone else to love you, love yourself because when you love yourself and you love yourself and you compliment yourself and you compliment yourself, it starts to overflow. Okay, and sometimes you do have to start with everything you think is ugly about yourself. Okay, if you're overweight, or if you're too skinny, you have to love that about yourself because all we have is now. If you have too much money and everyone wants to borrow, or you don't have enough and you wish you could borrow some, love the position that you are in right now because that's how it's going to start flowing to you right now. All right? If the food that you make doesn't taste as good as you want to, write down what it was missing so that whenever you make it again, you remember to add that ingredient. And just go like, oh man, I forgot to add the garlic. You know, instead of blowing it out of proportion or being disgruntled about anything right now, especially after the 8th, okay, this is like the frequency that you want to build your personality back up with love because then you're going to have to share it with someone, whoever you are right now. Trust and believe you're going to feel like, I want to have more relations right now. After the 8th, it's going to start, okay? Just trust and believe because that's the way the universe works, okay? Do not believe you can't do it, okay? Sometimes you're holding yourself back. How do you get in that position? By building up so many complaints that you don't have enough compliments. The level of gratitude in your attitude needs to elevate, okay? And so if you think of it as like a game, like a workout thing, okay, you'll get to the point where you realize, I'm going to compliment at least 10 things every time I get up, 10 things in the afternoon, and 10 things before I go to sleep, because that way you'll go to sleep grateful, okay? What if instead of saying something bad is going on, that you say something good is going on. You flip it and reverse it, okay? Because it's all a mind game. And again, your planet, you're ruled by you're ruled by Mercury, and Mercury rules the mind, okay? Now, the mind, Okay? Some minds are intelligent, and the opposite of intelligent is what? Lack of intelligence. Okay? So we're speaking from an intelligent point of view. Okay? But as Virgo, we can be a little bit dry when it comes to love with Venus in Virgo because love is mental. So you want to make sure that you complement the way your mind functioning is. Okay? You want to complement the way you put things in order. Okay? You want to complement the way you coordinated your outfit to wear just to wear around the house. Okay, you want to compliment. You want to say this feels good. I like that, and do not allow love to be out of reach. Okay, you want to contemplate what love really is in your life, especially again. I'm gonna keep repeating that, especially before the 8th. Okay, so you're cultivating. A lot of us are cultivating, okay? Cultivating love, okay, for when it goes into Libra because Venus rules Libra and that's relationship, that's connections and things like that. So you want to make sure that everything you're doing is contributing in a positive way to the way you want to feel when Libra goes, when Jupiter goes, when Venus goes into Libra, okay? So now let's get some emotional support, some emotional guidance, all right? Let's see what we get for Virgo, universe. Tell me what you want Virgo to know, okay? Give me a message for Virgo, okay? Venus is in Virgo, universe, and Virgo can use all the love and support they can get at all times. Let us know something. Open up, universe. Pour it out for us. I know you got it. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. So, never make permanent decisions on temporary feelings. Okay? So, do not love someone for loving you. Okay? Do not love someone for loving you. Love you for loving you, loving someone. Okay? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. And that's where people have to realize because if you're making permanent decisions on temporary feelings, that's a sign of saying, wait a minute, I want them to like me. I want them to love me. I want them to think of me in a certain way, like a pick me. Okay? And you want to make sure that when you're making permanent decisions, that those are the decisions that are lasting. Okay? So you want to make sure you're analyzing it for your own self. Okay, that it's mutual and everything. Let that happen that way. All right. And look, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. See how that goes hand in hand? Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Sometimes we placate situations and we think, okay, if I just grin and bear it, then it's going to be okay for us to stay together. But you are the prize, Virgo. You are the prize, okay? So you make things rise. You make things go. You care so much. You show it. You're of good service, okay? But it's up to you to realize that you are that precious and act that way and feel that way and be that way before everyone else, okay? There's more. I think there's more Virgos in the world than any other sign. Hey, that's a compliment right there. Okay. Look. I have found the one my soul loves. Okay. I have found the love. Maybe that's a void. Maybe you haven't found that one that your soul loves. But guess what? If you keep repeating this over and over, let's see how it turns out. Let's just see how it turns out. If you kept saying it over and over, especially before November 8th, when Venus goes into Libra, let's see how much better you feel about it, okay? Because see, the more you have affirmations like this, I have, that's saying you already have, all right? And then the way the subconscious mind works is it doesn't deny you, okay? Your conscious mind denies you, but your subconscious mind goes, oh, they already have it. They already have it. Let me make sure that that's fulfilled. Okay, so if your affirmation is I have found, I have, and you can say already, I have already found the one, the very one that my soul loves and who loves my soul too. Because you want it to be mutual, remember. Because on November the 8th, Venus is going to go into Libra. Okay? So that's when the energy is going to go into all of the relationships potential. Okay? And then go find it. Okay? An adventure is awaiting for you. So it's time for you to find it. Okay? Maybe you don't realize that, listen, when Venus is in your sign, that's when the things that you love are most available to you, okay? But it doesn't just jump out, or it does just jump out, but it's all according to your frequency and vibration when it comes to love. Now, if you're in a point where for the past year, 3 years, you've been like, no relationship for me, okay, the relationship really needs to start with yourself, because you deserve to be loved, okay? You want it to be the right frequency. You want to be careful with who you find when you're low, when your energy is low, because that's the calibration they have for you, okay? If you find some man who puts on his Superman cape, when he sees you because you were low, okay, he's going to say, I had to dust you off to get you ready and make you into something. You'll never find anyone else like me. Whereas when you already love yourself and they compliment you, you say, yeah, that's right. I do have a nice da-da-da-da-da-buka-dunk-a-dunk. Okay? You know, that's where you want to be, in that kind of place. Okay? That way you meet someone when you're up, not when you're down. A lot of people think I need someone who will lift me up. No, that makes you codependent. Okay? Talking to a Libra here, that makes you codependent. You want to pick someone who picks you when you're up, not when you're down. Okay? That's why when people, they end up breaking up and then they get with someone right next to it, it usually doesn't last, because that person who broke up with somebody takes out all of the anger on the person who came in, and that person trying to hang on in there. But usually you have to resolve the issues from within inside yourself. So let's see what we can get from the tarot for you here. If there's anything that comes out, a lot of times when it's done, it's done. So sometimes nothing pops out for me. What do you want these Virgos to know, universe? Here we are. Here we are. Okay, here we go. I got my little baby Toth going on here. I love this little baby deck. Okay, let's see. All right. So there's nothing coming out. There's absolutely nothing coming out. It's all about you right now. You got all the love in your court. You got all the, okay, there we go. You got all the love in your court. Look. All right. We got Venus and Taurus. Okay, that's the Aerophant. Okay, so that's basically like the information that you're receiving right now. It's letting you know that there's wisdom coming from above. Okay, love yourself. Now is the season for you to love yourself, to prepare you for a relationship. Okay, now is the season for you to cultivate it in your personality. And do not, you got another Taurus. Okay, that's Mercury and Taurus. And it's letting you know, do not worry about things. Turn your frown upside down. Okay, stop worrying about your material life. Okay, because being in your first house, you're worried about your lifestyle. Okay, so just do not worry about that. Put that to the side. Compliment your lifestyle. Look around at everything in your life that you are grateful for, that is there for you, okay, that has shown up in your life. Okay, compliment. If you have a business, compliment your business. Okay, if you have a job, okay, compliment what you do like about it. Okay, and start over anew. You got the Fool card. Okay, the Fool card listens to the voice in his heart. Okay, he listens to the voice in his heart. Okay, it's all about saying, you know what, I'm no fool. I know that my life isn't as bad as, say, someone else's, and I send love and blessings to them, but I know that my life isn't so bad that I should be depressed or disappointed every day of my life. Okay, I have a reason to be happy, to feel good, and you know what, I'm gorgeous, I'm sexy, I'm handsome, I'm attractive, I feel great. I think I'm gonna go to the gym and bust out a few reps, things like that. That's where you want to be. We're gonna get one more here for you. All of a sudden, they start just popping out for you. Okay, let's see what you get. One more for the good Virgos of the world. Come on through. Give me a good one. Like a 9 of Cups would be good for you. That would be like your wishes will come true or something. All right. Look. All right. This is actually the Prince of Cups, and that's all about. He's on the hunt for a relationship. Okay, he's on the hunt for a relationship. So for all of you Virgos who don't have a relationship, okay, this message is getting you ready for your relationship that you may or may not be ready for. But this message and this instruction is about you being ready for it. Okay, allowing yourself to be ready. Stop saying no, you don't want to have a relationship, and saying yes, I want to prepare myself better. I want to be more prepared for the relationship. The last person that you probably met when you were low. No, you want to meet them when you're up. Pick up your own energy. You don't need someone else to do that for you. They don't know all of the nooks and crannies that are going on in your system, in your chakra system, in your tree of life, you see. So you want to keep it going like, hey, I know that I need to make changes inside of myself. Okay, just like working out your body, you have to work out your soul to uplift your spirit by the dynamics of your dynamic mind, Virgo. And that's what you're going to get. Now, I hope you've already liked, commented, and subscribed, and hit the bell so that you get the messages. This time I'm trying to get messages to everybody. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fancy and free. I know I start and stop, but trust and believe that's through the power of the universe, not just me. I'm here for you. I can't wait to see you again, and thank you so much. Much love to you, Virgo. See you next time. So long, my friend.